Hey, fam, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. I want to go to Congressman Danny Davis of Illinois, who joins us on the phone. Danny, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Roland. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm actually in your home state of Illinois speaking to the Human Rights Commission tonight in Decatur, Illinois. So that's where I am. And so I do want to ask you, just get your thoughts just about your colleague, Steve King, raising money off of Congress, slapping him down this week.
Well, let me tell you, Joe Wilson raised a whole lot of money when he called President Barack Obama a liar at the State of the Union address, if you recall. And so I don't think this is anything unusual. We are so upset here in the city of Chicago until it's unbelievable. I mean, we've just had 2 verdicts passed down that you couldn't think would have happened. You know, the guy who shot Laquan McDonald 16 times just got sentenced just a slap on the wrist, few months. I mean, after we shut down Michigan Avenue, after we've had every kind of vigil you can have, we've had every kind of discussion, everything you could possibly have, and this gentleman gets a slap on the wrist, and the other policemen who were accused of a cover-up, they got off scot-free. The judge said no cover-up, no evidence of a cover-up, and unless you can't read, you can't see. I mean, Ray Charles could have seen a cover-up, and yet the judge didn't find a cover-up. So, you know, we're kind of hot to trot here in the windy right now.
Definitely understand that, sir. I do want to ask you this. What's happening, of course, there on Capitol Hill. Donald Trump, he is canceling trips members of Congress had previously had scheduled due to the government shutdown. But it's still interesting, though, that his wife hopped on a government plane and flew down to Florida. And then also Lindsey Graham is on one of these trips to Turkey. And so I guess some people can take trips and others can't.
Well, I guess the president is now playing the dozens with Speaker Pelosi. You know, Nancy said that, you know, maybe we ought to just hold off on the State of the Union. And he comes back and say, well, maybe you ought to hold off on your trip to visit the troops. And, you know, I think this is so asinine, so unbelievable that this president is trying to put us in a state of war for the next 2 years, where there will be nothing to do but work towards getting rid of him so that he can be out of our way, out of our lives, and certainly out of our government.
Well, Congressman Danny Davis, it's always a pleasure, sir, to talk to you. Keep up the good fight. And we certainly will watch to see how Chicago responds to Jason Van Dyke getting 81 months in prison, 2/3 less than what prosecutors wanted for him to get.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And we always look forward to you being in Illinois. And even though you're not in Chicago, you're in Decatur. That's good enough.
All right, then.
And I know I
Danny
heard
Davis.
the Black Eagle while I was waiting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Joe, it's always good to hear you. Thank both you gentlemen for what you do. We appreciate you so much. You're good for America.
All right. I appreciate it, Congressman. Thank you so very much.
You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.